Pilates first timer, follow along with Lindy because she'll be doing the modified moves. Before we start, make sure you have a Pilates mat, which is a little thicker than a yoga mat, and let's get ready to move. Are you guys ready? Let's start with a few breath work sequences. Have a seat on your mat, lie down, and put your hands on your ribs. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And close those ribs. So those ribs open on the inhale. Exhale and close. Inhale. And exhale. So the breath work, inhale, kind of can help calm your mind and prepare your body for what you're about to do. And inhale and exhale. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Now we're going to move into our Pilates footwork. The left knee will come up. The right knee will come up. You are in your Pilates V. Remember, your heels are together and your feet are open about 3 or 4 inches apart. You're going to stay in a neutral, meaning your hips are nice and even, and you're going to curl your chin to your chest and hold on to the back of your head with your hands. And you're going to inhale those legs out, and when they come out, you're squeezing those inner thighs and bring those legs in on the exhale. Now again, Lindy's doing the modified version, so the legs will go a little higher to the ceiling. Inhale. So the Pilates footwork stretches those muscles, lengthens the muscles. Inhale and warms up the belly as well. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Here's our last one. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to bring our knees together, our toes are going to touch, and we're going to point our toes. This is called bird's feet, kind of like a little bird hanging on a perch. Here we go. Inhale out and exhale in. Inhale, stretch those legs out, exhale in. Again, inhale, stretch those legs out and exhale in. Let's do 3 more. Last one. And hold. Now flex. Bring your toes close to your nose and push through as you lengthen those legs and exhale in. Now think about pushing through thick molasses. Stretch those legs out to warm them up. And now this time we're going to hold our legs out. And we're going to point our toes, flex the toes, point the toes, flex the toes, point, and flex. Bring the knees in, give yourself a hug, just kind of rest for a second. Nice work. So did you feel your belly turn on? I did. And now we're going to move into our 100. Remember, Lindy is modifying all of our movements today, so she's going to do the 100 in a modified version. Steve and I are going to pick it up. Knees are directly over the hip bones, hands are by your side. Lift the chin to the chest, come on up, lengthen those hands, straighten those legs, and let's go. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. So the 100's a classic Joseph Pilates warm-up. Exhale. Exhale. Halfway there. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. And bend the knees and rest. Ooh, you should have felt that in your belly. And stretch those legs out. Now we're going to move into another warm-up exercise called the roll-up. You may need to scoot yourself back a little bit on your mat. straighten those legs. Your heels are together in your Pilates V. Now before we go anywhere, take a look at your belly. Make sure you're scooping out those abs. We talked about this a lot. So we want to keep the scoop as you roll up. So drop the shoulders back, pits to the hips. Inhale, lift the chin to the chest. Use the belly to come up. Exhale, peel the spine off the mat one bone at a time. Inhale. Now use your belly to come down. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it up. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And here's our last one. Inhale up. Now don't go away. We have plenty of Pilates for you coming up next. Been neglected. All right, guys, let's move on with our rollover. So the rollover is a great stretch for the spine, and it works the belly as well. Again, Lindy's doing the modified version with the legs bent in a diamond, and Steve and I are going to straighten those legs. We're going to flex our feet just slightly. We're going to press the back of our arms into the mat, and we're going to use the back of our arms to lift our hips over the head with an inhale. Open the legs, flex the feet, and roll it down. So you even maybe get a nice hamstring stretch as you roll down. The hamstrings are the muscles at the back of the leg. Let's do that again. Inhale, open, exhale. Use the belly to stretch the spine. Inhale, open, exhale. Now close those legs. Now go over with them open. Inhale, flex, and toes skim your nose. And let's do it again. Inhale, close, exhale, roll it down. One more. Inhale, exhale. Now we'll drop the left leg. We'll go back to some belly work with our climb a tree. Here we go. Inhale, up, 1 and 2 and 3. Now we're going to stretch the muscles on the back of the leg and walk down using the belly. Here we go again. Inhale, up, 1 and 2 and 3. Stretch, exhale. So, sometimes in your sport, inhale up 1 and 2 and 3, you work the same muscles over and over again. So it's nice to do Pilates to kind of change things up. And we're going to stay up on this one and hold. Nice to change things up a little bit and work other muscles that don't get worked that often in your regular sport. Ankle roll 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Reverse it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And especially if you ankle roll and your ankles sound like a box of Rice Krispies, you need to start moving those joints a little bit. And hold. Now just go ahead and give me a little stretch right there for the back of the leg, and then walk it down. And now we'll go right into our leg circles, which of course the leg challenges the belly. Hands by your side. Inhale across the body and exhale in 1. Now we talked about cross training, and now we're going to work our core stability. So we're working those core muscles as the leg goes around. And last one. So if you're counting at home, it's 5 in and 5 out. And where are we at? One more. And scissor the leg, and let's climb the opposite tree. Inhale up, 1 and 2 and 3, stretch, exhale down, and 2, and 3, inhale up, 1, and 2, and 3, stretch, exhale down, and inhale up, 1, and 2, and 3, stretch, walk it down, and here's our last one. Remember, we're using the belly to walk up this tree and stay. Good. Now make sure you're sitting on top of those butt bones to stretch the hamstrings, and go ahead and do a nice ankle roll. And reverse it. And flex, and point, and flex, and point, and box of Crispies behind me, and hold, walk it down, and hands by your side. Now remember, complete stability right through your belly muscles and your hips, core stability. Inhale and exhale in 1, and make sure you press the back of your shoulders into the mat, and that's 3, 4, and 5. Reverse it. Inhale and exhale, 1, and exhale, 2, and exhale, 3, 4, and 5. Both legs down. Now, heels are together, fingertips are up towards the ceiling, drop those shoulders back. Now scoop out those abs. Now before you scoop out the abs, see if you can really pull the belly button up and underneath the rib cage. So kind of like you could eat soup off your belly, right? Now go ahead, inhale, lift the chin to the chest, and come on up. And here's rolling like a ball. Great exercise to stretch out the spine and, of course, test your core stability. So Steve and I are taking this one up to the next level with the heels into the butt, crossing at the wrist. Lindy is opening up those legs to do a little bit more of a modified version, okay? Now everybody, let's look at our belly, because our belly is our friend. Shoulders down. And here we go. Inhale back and exhale up. Just 2 more. Last one. And hold. All right, let's go ahead and bring our arms up. Let's use our belly. See how strong we can be this morning, and roll it down bone by bone by bone. And pull your knees to your chest. And don't go away. The best ab series ever is coming up next. There isn't a person alive, be it an athlete or a couch potato, who can't benefit from cross-training with Pilates. Let's continue with the 5s. Work our abdominal. Welcome back to Pilates from the Inside Out. There isn't a person alive, be it an athlete or a couch potato, who can't benefit from cross-training with Pilates. Let's continue with the 5s. Work our abdominals, because as we cross-train, our abdominal and our back muscles become very, very important to our regular sports, whatever that may be, if you're a runner or cyclist or ballerina, right, Lindy? And inhale, and on our backs, we're going to start with our single leg stretch. Left hand is on the right knee, right hand is on the shin. Lift the chin to the chest, curl up, look between your thighs, and then straighten the left leg. Now, of course, Lindy's doing the modified version with her hands behind her head. So for you first timers just joining us, follow Lindy. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So it's sniff, sniff, and blow, blow. Last one. Pull, both knees in and hold. Hands behind, right on top of your shins. Lindy's gonna have her hands behind her head. Double leg stretch. Inhale those arms and legs out. Circle those arms and pull the knees in. Inhale out. So exhale. So when the knees come in, it's actually a nice back stretch. Obviously you're working the belly muscles as the legs come out. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale, and now we'll move right into our scissor legs. So the left leg down, right toes to the ceiling, and just give yourself a little stretch with an inhale. Switch. Exhale, exhale. So it's a riding breath. Exhale, sink the belly button to the spine the whole time. Last one. And exhale, and pull both knees in and just rest for a second. We're gonna go over our double leg stretch, and I really wanna teach this one to you. And Steve is gonna help me out here. All right, Steve, you ready? So I mentioned earlier that Steve's an avid cyclist. So for him, sometimes it's hard to get those legs straight, but he's pretty flexible. Big sportsmen and women usually are very tight in the back of the legs. Okay, so this is a real hard position for them to get their legs up, but he's pretty good. All right, lift the hands behind the head. Now, stay in a nice neutral, but your belly to your spine the whole time. Inhale those legs down and exhale up. Good. Yeah, that was beautiful. Now look at the strength that it takes to get those legs up. Inhale down. I'm just going to take them here. Now exhale, sink those ribs. Yes. Curl up a little bit more. Inhale. So I'm just pushing him a little bit harder because he's used to being pushed. I think he's doing like a bike around the world or something like that. Is that what you're doing? And exhale. One more. Inhale down. And exhale up. All right, guys. Go right into your crisscross, please. Go. Criss, cross. Again, Lindy's doing the modified version. Good. Let's do a couple more sets. And rest for a second. Good. Make a diamond with your leg. We're going to roll ourselves up, and we're going to go right into our spine stretch. So after all that belly work, we're going to stretch our spine, just in case you went into your back a little bit. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, dive into your shirt with your nose, and lift the belly button to the spine. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Now I just want you to close your legs, and we're going to roll over onto our belly for a swan. So those of you, because we're doing a cross-training class today, I'm going to work the belly and the back pretty close, and then we're going to move right to our legs. So for our swan, we want our hands a little bit out, and I just want you to go ahead and stretch the belly muscle. So we're going to go into actually a little bit of a stretch for the belly. And I just want you to lift up just a little bit high. Drop those shoulders, keep them, and you should feel the belly stretching. If you feel this in your lower back, then I want you to come down a little bit lower. And now go ahead and lower yourself down. Now let's move right into our swans. Hands are directly underneath our shoulders. Inhale up. And here we go, rock and roll. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and sit back and rest in a child's pose. All right, sexy cat forward, all the way down. Good. Now, go ahead and cross your hands on top of one another. Rest your head down. Firm up the fanny. Firm up the hamstrings. Press the pubic bone and the 2 hip bones into the mat. And lift the right leg up. So now we're working the lower back. And lower down. Now the left leg. And lower down. Let's go ahead and do another set. So, cross training, one of the most important things about cross training is that you work the core muscles. Core muscles meaning your abdominal and back muscles. That's what we're doing right now, working our back muscles. Now lift both legs up at the same time. And then lower down. And again, lift both legs up at the same time. And lower down. Last one. Lift both legs up at the same time. And lower down. And sit and rest in a child's pose. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots of legs coming up next. Thighs to create balance in our body. You guys ready? And on our side, now Lindy's doing the modified version, which just basically means she'll keep her head down, and that's all. So for my beginners, you can keep your head down, do what you can do today, and then do a little bit more tomorrow, okay? All right, hips stay stacked, our knees are stacked, our ankles, feet come in about 3 or 4 or 5 inches in front of your torso. Now lift the ribs, so you're working that core strength right here, belly and back. And lift the top leg up, and I want to turn your toes just slightly up, and your leg is hip height. Now when the leg comes forward, now just hang out here for a second. Pull the hip back, and there you get that nice deep hamstring stretch. Now bring the leg behind you, and you get that buttocks workout. And then we'll go up to speed. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. So I was saying earlier about most sports are forward and back, and you're building your quads and your hamstrings. Now we're taking our leg work in a different direction to build and tone the outer thighs. Last one. Inhale, inhale, exhale, heels together and hold. Now we're going to bring the leg up and we're going to beat up. We're working our inner thighs. Beat up. So even though these muscles shape your legs beautifully, they also help you balance. Bump up, which of course you need in any sport and everyday life. And good, and hold, passe. Now this is a nice hip opener. Again, lots of sports make your hips tight. So we want to open up those hips and lengthen, still working those inner thighs. That's the beautiful thing about this series. It just works just about every muscle of the leg. Now reverse it. Up and exhale, down. Up and exhale, down. Up and exhale, down. Now hold those heels together. Now just go ahead and start those leg circles. Again, working those outer thighs. And we're going to do 10 today. So 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now bring the leg behind you. Now start your circles back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse it. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold that leg. Now we're going to do some gluteus medius lift. Now your gluteals, you've got your side muscles, and of course you have your gluteus maximus, a big movement muscle. There are muscles that stabilize, and then there are muscles that move. Gluteus medius, it's a nice stabilizing muscle of the hip, and take it up a little bit higher right here, and you'll feel the gluteus minimus. Hold that, and then now lower down. Good. Bring both legs together, lower your head down, and now we're going to lift both legs up at the same time, and now we're going to lower down. Now we're working our side muscles. Those are the flank muscles. And keep both legs up. Hold that for a second. Grab a drink. When we come back, we have lots more leg work for you, so please don't go away. Our leg work with an exercise called Close the Hatch. Now, doesn't that sound fun? All right, guys, head down. Both legs were lifted. We're going to drop the bottom leg. Now, I just want you to work that outer thigh a little bit more, so I'm going to ask you to raise your top leg about 2 or 3 inches. Now, bring the bottom leg up to the top leg. Oh, yes, use those inner thighs to bring the bottom leg up to the top leg. And again, now, let's do 2 more. And now we're going to hold those legs up, and we're going to circle that leg, and we're going to make big fat circles to work our inner thighs, our booty, and around. Last one. And now reverse it. Up. Again. 2 more. And hold. Keep both those legs up, and I just want you to go ahead and open the legs with a nice little scissor, and then we'll reverse the scissor and do a couple more of these. Here's your last one, and hold and rest for a second. We're going to move into a new move. It's called bicycle. It's actually a great stretch, great stretch, and I'm going to use Steve for our bicycle. All right, so legs are straight and back into your Pilates position, and you're going to kick that leg straight up. Now remember, Steve is a cyclist, so he's a little tight, so can you grab the back of your leg? There's your hamstring stretch. Now bend the knee and bring it towards your chest. There's a back stretch. Now here's a wonderful quad stretch, and you're going to keep the knee in a line with the hip. Good. Now straighten the leg behind you, and that hand goes forward, and there is an arabesque. And now you kick the leg up, and we're going to do that again. And bend. Now, Lindy over there in that corner is a ballerina, so she's got the flexibility of a ballerina. So this is how this stretch can vary from person to person, but the elements are there. It's a great hamstring stretch when you kick up. It's a great back stretch when you kiss your knee, and it's a great quad stretch when you take it down. Now reverse the direction. So go forward, straight out, grab that, yeah. Now cycle home, use your booty. Whoa, straight, there it is. Now, again, back quad, back, all the way up, and last one, and forward, and up, and hold. Good. Now come back onto your knees, and you're going, go ahead, it's a knees position. You got it. Now bring that foot forward for a little runner stretch. So knee is directly over the hip bone. Now the runner stretch is stretching the hip flexor and the thigh on the opposite side. Now go ahead and bring both hands in. Now let that knee just kind of flop to the side a little bit, and there is that nice gluteal stretch on the side. Good, nice. And now bring both knees back. Let's learn a new exercise. It's called thigh stretch. We're going to be on our knees. Good, and we're going to come on up. Now when we get on our knees, and I'm going to do the same exact exercise right here behind Steve. Back, your knees are just 2 fists apart, which is just hip width. So the great news is your hips are not that wide. Now bring your hands on your chest, and you're just going to lean back like a piece of glass. Inhale, and then exhale. So you lean from the pubic bone to the head. Inhale back, and exhale up. Good, so you feel the whole thigh stretching. So again, inhale back. So for Steve, this is an excellent stretch because he is a cyclist. Runners, great stretch. Inhale back, and exhale up. Now we're talking about cross training. You need to build some core strength. So go ahead into a plank position, Steve. On your elbows, please, on your elbows there. There you go. And Lindy's going to do hers on her knees because she's modifying this plank. There's no complaints here. Look at how beautiful that plank is, head to heel like steel. Don't go away. We still have the other side to do. Welcome back. Today's cross-training workout is all about total body conditioning. So let's finish up with our leg work. You guys ready? All right, on our side, We're going to go right into the side kick front. Lindy's going to work with her head down for my beginners. Everybody else, you can go up to your elbow. Now again, hips stay stacked, knees and ankles. Now just bring that leg forward and now pull that hip back a little bit, and then that's how you can get a nice deep hamstring stretch. Those are the muscles of the back of the legs. And now sweep that leg back to work the booty. And let's go up to speed. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Two more. Last one. Heels together and hold. Move right into your beat. Beat up, up, beat, beat up. So we're working the inner thighs. Earlier I mentioned that most fitness programs, such as running or cycling, Stairmaster, whatever you like to do, and let's go right into our passe, tightens up the muscles of the front of the thigh, our quads, and our hamstrings. So it's nice to stretch those muscles. This is a nice hip opener. And reverse it. And it's also nice to work the other muscles of your legs, the gluteus medius, the adductors, those are the inner thighs, last one. And of course, the gluteus medius is your outer thigh. And let's go right into your leg circles, circling 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse it, and 1 and 2. So you can have some fun with this even though you're working those legs. And of course I lost count. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and hold. Now bring the leg behind you, keep those hips stacked, circle back 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, you feeling that in those outer thighs? Now let's go ahead and do some gluteus medius lift. Work the leg, lift the leg, and lower down. You are working it, I promise. I'm sure you feel it. So where do you feel it? Right here on the outer thighs? That's the target spot. And of course, for me, I'm looking forward to looking good in my mini skirt, right, Lindy? And Steve, you're looking forward to just good balance, right? Working those outer and inner thighs. Now hold. Now bring both legs back, drop your head, and let's work our waist muscles. Lift both legs up and lower down. So, do you remember what our waist muscles are called? Obliques, remember? And a couple of more. And now we're going to hold the legs up and we're going to drop the bottom leg and we'll close the hatch. But I want you to bring that leg up a little bit higher. Ooh, that outer thigh should be talking to you at this point. And now close the hatch, working those inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Now circle, full circle. So you're working the inner thighs, buttocks, and around. Let's do 2 more. And now reverse it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold. Now we're just going to open that leg for a nice little scissor. Now lift the belly button up and underneath the rib cage and exhale. Now lift the navel back to the spine and let's do it again. And good, and lower those legs down. Good. Let's move right into our bicycle. So remember, this is a nice stretch, all over stretch for the legs. The leg kicks up, you got a nice hamstring. Here's our back stretch. Kiss the knee. And here's your quad stretch. Open the arms up and then kick the leg to the hand for that hamstring. Here's your back stretch, quad stretch, nice little arabesque, and do it again. And now we're going to reverse that direction. And cycle back. actually does feel like a cycle once you get a nice rhythm. And all the way around. Now this time I want you to come up, go right into your runner stretch. We're going to stretch the thigh on the opposite. Bring your hands in and just let the knee fall out to the side for your gluteus medius. And don't go away. We still have lots more planks to go and all kinds of good exercises coming up next.
Nope.
Overworked. Let's move into our thigh stretch. All right, our knees are on the mat and they are hip width. If you want to figure out hip width, put your two fists together, put them down and put your knees right around your fist. So the great news is, look how skinny your little hips are. And hands come up on your chest. Now I want you to think about lifting the belly button up underneath the rib cage. So you have a lot of weight in your belly here. From your bone to the top of your head, you're going to lean back. And here we go. Inhale back. And now exhale forward. So we're stretching the muscles of the front thigh. Inhale. That's why it's called a thigh stretch. And exhale. Let's do two more. Inhale. You're like a piece of glass. Exhale. Inhale. And now exhale. Very nice. Let's bring our hands down to the mat on our elbows. Let's work our core strength and get into a plank position. Our heels are together and elbows down and straighten yourself out so you're head to heel like steel. Lindy is doing the modified version and she's on her knees for those of you just joining me today. Now lifting the belly button up towards the spine. Your head is long, you're looking down, and then rest for a second. So they say if you can stay in a plank position for a minute, then you've got good core strength. All right, with that, let's go into our closing exercise, the seal. So slide your patootie up to the top of your mat. And you know what to do. You got to bark with us, okay? You guys ready to bark? Dive into your legs, lift them up, and let's do 3 little claps to warm our voices up. And here we go. All right. Now chin to chest. Now remember, you inhale back, exhale up. Here we go. And let's come to a standing position on this one. And voila. Nice. Let's do one-legged push-ups. Steve is going to be my Vanna today. You ready? He does these great. All right. Right leg up. Good. Walk down your leg, and it's 1. So it's the same push-up. We're just now challenging our balance. Walk all the way out. Good. And you're still head to heel like steel. Lindy's going to be on her knees. Now, remember, your hips are even. Your belly buttons lift up. Bend the elbows back towards the feet. And now press up. So not only working your core, you're working the back of the arm muscles. Go ahead and do it again. You're working your booty and the hamstring. 1 more. Inhale down and exhale. Now walk yourself in. Keep the leg up. Now when you keep the leg up, you've got 2 things going on. You got a balance challenge, and he's stretching the hamstrings, which are the muscles on the opposite side, and come on up. Good. And let's go ahead and do the other side. Walk it down, and I'm going to go with you and do it. And walk it down. 1. Walk it down. 2. And 3. All the way out. Let's do our 3 push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Walk it in. And up. Use your balance. Focus here, guys. And then bring the legs down. And then we do 1 together. Walk it down. 1. Walk it down. 2. Walk it down. 3. All the way out. Our legs are both down. And push up. 1. Push up. 2. Inhale down and exhale up. Walk it in. 1. Now let's take our time and roll up so we can stretch our spine on the way up. The belly is active. You're coming up Raggedy Ann style. Head That's the last to come up, shoulders up and down. All right. Now, right here, let's do some arm circles to stretch our chest. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. So these arm circles are great chest openers. Inhale up and exhale. Now reverse directions. Inhale up and exhale. And up, stand on your toes. Walk away with grace. And great job. By cross-training with Pilates, you'll find that your body is more balanced and it just feels good. Remember, it's not a race to the finish line. It's about having a healthy, balanced body. See you next time.